The United States and Ukraine are set to finalize a major minerals deal, but the road to this agreement has been riddled with controversies, diplomatic tensions, and political maneuvering. While the deal is being presented as an economic opportunity for both nations, critics argue that it exposes Ukraine to exploitation while serving the strategic interests of the U.S. government. Ukraine, struggling with a prolonged war and economic devastation, sees this minerals deal as a critical step toward rebuilding its economy. With vast reserves of rare earth elements, oil, and gas, Ukraine has been seeking Western investment to unlock its potential. The agreement, which proposes a joint fund where Ukraine contributes 50% of future revenues from its natural resources, appears to offer much-needed financial relief. However, skeptics question whether this is truly a partnership or a calculated move by the U.S. to gain long-term control over Ukraine's resources. The initial attempt to sign the agreement ended in disaster. During a high-profile meeting at the White House, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky clashed with U.S. President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance over Ukraine's stance on Russia. Zelensky openly questioned the reliability of Russian President Vladimir Putin, prompting a fiery response from Trump and Vance, who defended Putin's trustworthiness. The heated exchange led to the meeting's abrupt end, leaving Ukraine without a signed deal and exposing deep fractures in U.S.-Ukraine relations. This incident raised serious concerns over whether U.S. foreign policy is now more focused on appeasing Russia than supporting its longtime ally. Following the White House debacle, U.S. officials allegedly pressured Zelensky to issue a public apology to Trump in order to keep negotiations alive. The demand for an apology sparked outrage, with critics arguing that Ukraine, a nation fighting for its survival, was being forced into a submissive position. The original terms of the deal did not include explicit security guarantees for Ukraine, leading to accusations that the U.S. was prioritizing financial gains over genuine support for its ally. The entire ordeal raised an unsettling question: is the Biden administration's approach to Ukraine being replaced by a transactional, business-first strategy under Trump? In a bid to salvage the deal, Zelensky has now expressed willingness to work under Trump's leadership and has even proposed a peace plan to end the war with Russia. While some view this as a diplomatic breakthrough, others see it as Ukraine being cornered into accepting terms that may not be in its best interest. With European leaders voicing concerns over the suspension of U.S. military aid, Ukraine's geopolitical future hangs in the balance. As the U.S. and Ukraine prepare to sign the agreement, the bigger question remains: is this a genuine effort to help Ukraine rebuild, or is it a strategic ploy for U.S. economic and political dominance? While the minerals deal might provide short-term relief, its long-term implications could